You think you're dieting, but you're really not. And I know that sounds harsh, but if you're not losing weight, but you think you're dieting, you're not dieting. Fat loss is not as complicated as you think it is. If something is not working, that means something needs to be fixed. The reason you're not losing fat is actually very simple. You're not in a calorie deficit. But the deeper reason is you can't stick to a plan to save your life, and that's why you're not seeing results. Now, it's obviously both of those reasons. It's just sad because a lot of people want fat loss to be a random supplement, a crash diet, hours and hours of cardio, but that's simply not the case. None of those things matter if you're not consistently in a calorie deficit and sticking to a plan. And consistency is where almost everyone fails. A lot of people feel like they're trying as hard as they possibly can. They feel like they're dieting. They feel like they're putting in effort. But blind effort does not equal results. You can try really hard, but still not be in a calorie deficit. And that's when I hear, I'm doing everything right, but nothing's working. I'm trying as hard as I can. And then that's when people blame genetics, hormones, and all these other things. The truth is, you're not doing everything right. Something is off. But that's the good news. It's the good news because it means that there's something that we can fix and actually help you reach your goal. There's not like something wrong with you. You're just not doing something right. Here are the biggest mistakes that people make that you can fix right now. Number one, not tracking your calories, at least for a couple weeks. Most people are not tracking their food accurately if they're tracking even at all. Usually because they're scared to do it, they think it's restrictive, or someone that they know told them not to do it. But if you don't track your calories, you're just guessing. And if you're guessing, you're much more likely to be wrong, right? Would you ever go to a new location without your navigation that's 3 hours away? No. You want to get there in 3 hours if it's 3 hours away. You don't want to get there in 7 hours and ruin your entire day, wasted time, right? It's the same thing with trying to diet while tracking your calories. If you don't track your calories, yeah, sure, you can get there, but it's going to take you way, way longer than it could if you did track your calories, because that gives us a mathematical equation to follow and make it sure that you're going to reach your goals without a doubt. All right, number two, weekends. Weekends destroy so many of your guys' progress, and it's not that hard to avoid it. You can be perfect Monday through Friday, but if you lose control on Saturday and Sunday and fall out of your calorie deficit for the week, it's not going to work. Even if you're in a perfect calorie deficit from Monday through Friday, and then on Saturday and Sunday you just binge and go overboard and drink all this alcohol, you can erase all of your hard work that you did from Monday through Friday. Number three, low activity. Most Americans average less than 6,000 steps per day, and then they wonder why their metabolism is so slow. It's because you don't
fucking move at all.
You sit on the couch, you sit at your desk, you sit, you're never moving around. Getting your steps in is so freaking important. I don't care if it's outside, I don't care if it's inside your house, inside your job, I don't care. You just have to move your legs, because if you don't, you're not going to burn a ton of calories throughout the day, and then you're not going to be able to eat much, and that's how you gain weight. That's how you barely eat anything and still can't lose weight. It's because you don't move. Look, here's the reality. Most people don't have enough humility to stick to the basics. They want to jump straight into advanced extreme stuff right off the gate. They'll do hours of cardio, starve themselves, go keto, cut out sugar, cut out bread, cut all the things that they enjoy out of their life, and expect to see results. I mean, really? It would be so much more intelligent, instead of cutting everything you enjoy out of your life, just to add 1 or 2 20-minute walks per day. Add 1 or 2 healthy meals per day. Instead of going out to eat 6 days a week, go out 4 days a week, and then go from there. But the basics feel too easy. You feel like you're not doing enough. But fat loss isn't about killing yourself and starving yourself and destroying your body. It's about being consistent over a long period of time. Finding a program and a plan that's actually sustainable, something you can stick to for longer than a week. So people fall into this cycle. They go way too extreme, they burn out, they quit, they binge, they gain weight, and then they repeat. Because the extremes, they feel productive, but it's not sustainable, so it doesn't actually get your results. And it just sucks. I mean, why would you ever do that? Doing the basics, though, it requires patience. It requires some discipline. It requires following a certain program for a long period of time. And it requires adjusting said program if it doesn't feel sustainable enough, or if you're not getting results. And once you recognize that you're chasing intensity without any actual purpose, without any actual plan, any blueprint, and that's why you're not getting results, that's the day you can change. You must start focusing on consistency. So here's exactly what you can do right now. Number one, find your maintenance calories. Go on any online calculator, any total daily expenditure or TDE calculator, and find out how many calories your body burns in a given day. All right, once you have that number, you're going to subtract about 250 to 750 calories from it. This is going to create your calorie deficit. So if you eat slightly less calories than what your body burns in a given day, then your body has no choice but to use your stored fat as energy, therefore burning fat. It's literally math. And then number 2, the most important part of this is finding a way to adhere to that calorie deficit. So eat X amount of calories under your maintenance for a long period of time. Finding a program or finding a plan that you can actually stick to. 99% of programs aren't bad. They just aren't adherable. The client just doesn't follow it, and that's why they don't get results. It's not because it's a bad program. It's probably because the coach never actually went into the client's lifestyle and took a look and said, hey, maybe we should start here. As a coach, it's really important to take a look at the client's actual lifestyle and build a plan that fits them. Not try to fit their lifestyle into the plan I want for them. Because a plan could be as perfect as humanly possible, but if someone doesn't stick to it, someone doesn't adhere to it, then it's a shit plan. So if you're not seeing results, you're not really dieting, at least not in the long term. You're not staying consistent. You're not in a calorie deficit. But that's good news. It means there is something we can change. There's not something wrong with your body. There's not something wrong with you. Maybe you need a better blueprint. Maybe you need to hire a coach. Maybe you just need to take a quick zoom out and look at your lifestyle and do one small thing today that could help you reach your goal, right? Instead of doing 3 hours on the Stairmaster, just go on one 20-minute walk today. At the end of the day, fat loss comes down to one thing and one thing only: calories in versus calories out. If you eat less calories than what your body burns in a given day, you will use your stored body fat as energy, and day by day, gram by gram, your body will lose the fat that you want to lose. If you can master this, you will never struggle with losing weight ever again. And if you want to hire a coach that's going to write your entire plan and program for you, and all you have to do is look at your plan and execute it instead of thinking about, oh, how many calories, how much protein, how much this, how much that, then shoot me a DM on Instagram at coach_Selly, and maybe we could figure something out. But if you feel like you could do it on your own, by all means, go ahead. It's just going to take a little bit more time and effort. If you have time and effort on your hands, go ahead and do it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Get those fucking 20,000 steps in today.